Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the initial page or structure of your website. So the first thing is when you open the site in yellow here, I have a link to my site. I would strongly suggest you always have that open because you can go ahead and view my pages, see what I included, so you can kind of see what yours should look like. So today we're going to just set up the structure, which means we're going to add all of these pages here. We're going to create your banner. I'm going to show you how to publish it and create your share settings, that type of thing, okay? So following along, it says you're going to open Google Sites. So you're going to go ahead and click on this link here to open Google Sites. And once you get there, you are going to click blank site. And it'll open a blank website. Now up in the top left corner, you're going to see the words untitled site. So you're going to go ahead and backspace away the words untitled site. And I want you to type your last name dash whatever class period you are. So let's say I was doing this for my 5th period class. And then if you hit enter, it automatically places your name right over here on the top of your banner. This part is called your banner. Okay. Notice your page doesn't have anything on it right now. It's because we haven't actually included anything. Okay, where it says your page title, you're going to click and backspace away those words, and you're going to type your first and last name. Okay, and this is all in the instructions there. I would like you to select it, and you can choose normal text, title, heading, like to determine how big you want it or what type of formatting. This is the fonts, so you can try to choose a nicer font if you'd like. You can adjust the size. You can bold, italic, underline, change the color of your text if you'd like to change the color of your text. Get rid of it if you wanted to, change the alignment, that type of thing, add some emojis if you wanted to do that. So you can do all of that to customize. Now, as I mentioned, this gray part is called your banner. We're going to go ahead and customize your banner right now by adding a separate image or a different image, okay? So in the bottom left corner, if you float your mouse over your banner, you're going to get this little white pop-up in the bottom left corner, and you're going to see where it says image. If you click this down pointing arrow, if you happen to have an image already saved in your downloads folder, you can just go to upload. It'll bring up your downloads folder, and you can scroll through and find what image you want. If you don't have one yet, you can go to select, and there's a gallery of images that Google Sites has provided. So if you would like to choose any of their images, you may. Most likely you will go to search right here. Now I'm going to tell you right now, if you search, like let's say I search for Harry Potter. Okay, it doesn't give you like a lot of great options. A lot of it is like, I don't know, just people who are dressed as Harry Potter and that type of thing. So if you're not finding the type of images that you want by going to image, select, and then Google, my suggestion is just go up to the top here, hit plus up here. When you open a new tab, type in whatever you're looking for, go to images. Let's say I wanted this Harry Potter image. Go ahead and save this one to your folder, and then I would put it in my downloads. I don't know if this is going to work because it's an SVG. If that ever happens and it's not a PNG or a JPEG, I would hold my mouse down. I would drag it into this area right here. Oops, something went wrong. Well, obviously it's not working. And you know what? I don't want Harry Potter anyway, but I just wanted to show you, I would actually just save my image into my downloads folder and then upload it once you get it here. I'm just gonna choose one of the preset ones just so we can move forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe I'll choose. Let's see what 4 more. Well, I don't like any of those. All right, I'm just gonna pick blue dots. Okay, now if you a couple things I want to mention. Header type. Notice the banner is kind of small. You can change the header type to a title only, to a regular size banner, which is kind of the normal setting, a larger banner, or you can have it cover your page, and then you'd have to scroll down and once you start adding things at the bottom. So you can make those choices. The other thing is when you add your image, if it looks faded out and the color looks kind of muted, Google Sites does this automatically to try to make your site more readable so the text can be seen better. What you want to do is float your mouse over the top right corner, and where you see these little stars over here, if you click on them, it adjusts the color back to its normal setting. So that's your choice too. So you can turn it on or off. Okay. So now we have our graphic. The next thing we want to do is customize our theme. Our theme is basically, it will carry over into every page that we add to our site as we start adding pages. And it basically controls what fonts you use, the color schemes for your pages, that type of thing. So watch where my mouse is going. I'm going to go to the top right, and we have 3 tabs over here: Insert, Pages, and Themes. I'm going to go ahead and click on the themes. And by the way, if I go back to my instructions, I'm on this part right here, which says Customize the Theme. Okay. Whoops, where am I? Here I am. Okay, you can use one of the themes that are already pre-provided, or you can create your own by simply under custom clicking this plus symbol. It's going to give you a box. I suggest you type the words my theme to name it. At this point, you can add a logo or a banner image. I'm going to do that in a little bit, so I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to show you that in a little while. I'm going to click next. You can use one of these preset color combinations, or you can go to custom colors and choose your own colors. Okay, I'm just going to go back to preset just to, again, save some time, and I'll choose one of the presets. And then what font you want all of your titles to be. So every time that you type a title, what font you want it to be. Every time you start typing a paragraph or something, what font you want that to be. So you can control that, and then you can create your theme. Okay, once you create it, you actually have a lot of choices here. You can go in, and you can do this at any time. You don't have to do this now, but you can customize what colors you use for each of these categories, different things about your text like size and alignment and that type of thing, how your images are showing, all of that. So all of this can also be customized. Okay, I'm going to hit the back arrow to get out of my theme. If you ever need to get back into your theme to make some changes, just click these 3 dots and then just say edit, and it'll take you back in. Okay. All right, moving right along. We've already finished getting started and customizing our themes. This is super important. We're going to add all of the pages for all of the units that we're going to be doing in this class. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I think yesterday, as we start finishing our units, we will always come back to our website and create that particular page. So you're going to create a page for graphic design, photo editing, 3D modeling, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my site. Back to the top right corner. Remember, we have 3 tabs: Insert, Pages, and Themes. I'm going to go to the Pages tab. And right now, our only page is our home page because we haven't added anything else. So when you float your mouse over your home page, you're going to see these 3 little black dots over on the right. You're going to click on those, and you're going to click type or select the category or the heading, Add Subpage. And then you have to name it. Now, you can certainly type in the words. You also can go back to your Canvas assignment, and in my case, in your case, you want to do graphic design. You can actually select or highlight the words graphic design and copy, go back to your website and paste, and then hit enter. And now notice indented, we have the graphic design page. Okay. Next, I have to add the photo editing page. Now watch this because it's super important. Okay. You're going to go back to your home page, and you are going to, I'm making a video. You are going to, don't go next to graphic design because we don't want our photo editing tucked under graphic design. Go back to your home page, click the 3 dots, add subpage again, and then again, you can either copy and paste or simply type the words photo editing. And then you're going to go back to your home page again, click on the 3 dots, add subpage, and you're going to do that for each, I like the capital, 3D modeling. You're going to do this for each of the individual pages that you have. So after 3D modeling, we have coding, programming, animation. So I'm going to do coding. And again, you can copy and paste these if you don't want to type them out yourself. For me, I think it's just a little faster to type it, so I'm going to type it. Animation. We have 2 more. We have Passion Project and Reflection Blog. Passion Project, and then the final one is Reflection Blogs. Reflection Blogs. And then just make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you have 8. Okay, moving right along. We finished our pages. The next thing I'm going to talk about is customizing your navigation. And so you're going to click the settings cogwheel near the top right of your screen. So in the top right corner, you're going to see a settings cogwheel here. Go ahead and click on that. The first thing is your navigation. Where do you want people who visit your website to see your subpages? In the top right corner, notice I have the word home right here. And if I click on it, you can see all my pages here. Or your other choice is to place it down the left side so that if someone comes to your website, they can click over here and see your pages on the left side. So you get to determine if you'd rather have it in the top right or the left. That's your choice, okay? Brand images. This is what I was talking about before when we were creating our theme, and I said I was going to show you in a little bit. Logo. If you would like to add a logo, I'm just going to upload one and show you what it does. I'll just add this. I'll click open, and look what it does. In the top left corner, it puts a little picture right here. Okay, so that's a logo. I'm going to just delete that because I don't want it. A favicon. A favicon, I don't know if you can see right now. Well, let's see. If you look at my tabs that I have open at the top, this little M for Google Mail, that's a favicon. This AOL, because I have AOL open, this is the Canvas favicon. This is the Google Sites favicon. And then my own personal website, I have like a little Taylor Swift favicon. So if you want to put a little image that will show up when people open up your website, you can do that. And you do that by either uploading or go to select if you want to choose through Google. You can upload, and I can grab one of my, if I'm grabbing my Taylor Swift ones, if I can find her, there she is. Say I grab this one. Now, it's not going to show up right now. It will not show up until you actually publish your site on the web and then go to your site. So don't be surprised if you don't see it yet. That's perfectly okay. I promise it will be there later, okay? Viewer tools. If you want viewers or people who visit your website to see the last time you updated your page, you can turn this on or you can turn it off. A contact form on or off, or anchor links, which means if you float your mouse over links, it shows you what the link is. You can turn these on or off. They're automatically turned on. If you want them off, turn them off. Analytics. Google wants you to share your data with them so they can kind of keep, like, I supposedly use it to make their site better. You cannot turn this on here at school. U46 has disabled it. They do not let us share our information with Google. So you will not be able to do that. So just keep that in mind. And then announcement banner, anything you put in the message, like if I type hello and say show banner, and then you can add buttons, links, whatever. What that does is when I close this out, it puts a banner at the top of your page, and that will be at the top of every single one of your pages. Okay. One thing I forgot to show you, when you go to your other pages, like graphic design, notice it did change the words on each page. Don't worry about the banner on those pages because we will be changing those once we actually design those pages. I do not want this hello announcement at the top of my page. So I'm going to go back into my settings cogwheel. I'm going to go back to announcements and banners, and I'm just going to turn off where it says show banner. And then when I close this, it goes away. Okay, the last thing we're going to do, well, I guess we have two more things. We have to change our share settings, publish our site, and then you're going to submit to turn this in. So change your share settings. In order for your teacher, me, to see your website, you're going to need to change your share settings and follow these steps. Okay, so we're going to click the share with others button in the on the toolbar in the top right corner. So I'm going to go back. There's a little toolbar in this top right corner. Okay, find the button that says share with others and click on it. The first thing you're going to do is at the top where it says add people, groups, or calendars, whatever, you are going to type Tracy Schuh at u-46.org because you're going to share this with me. Okay, and then you're going to make sure I'm an editor and you're going to click send. Okay. That way I have access to your website, okay? And don't worry, I won't ever change anything or make anything bad, but I need to have access to it. Okay, you're going to go back into the Share with Others button. And down here under General Access, this is pretty important. The draft is the copy that you're working on, the ability to edit or make changes to your website. If you keep it at restricted, the only people who can change your website are you and me. You want to leave it that way. If you change it to School District U46, that means anybody with the U46 website can change your website, add bad stuff, make it look bad. Or if you say anyone with this link, that means anyone in the whole world can change your website. You don't want that either. So your draft should always stay at restricted. Now, for your published site, you have a few options. Okay, this is who can actually see your website once you put it up on the internet. Okay, if you leave it at restricted, the only people who will ever be able to see your website are you and me. If you do School District U46, anybody who has a U46 email, if you give them the name of your website, they will be able to get to your website. Or if you put public, as long as you share your website web address with people, anybody in the whole world can see your site. And you can change these settings at any time. So if you put restricted today and tomorrow you want to change it to U46, you can, or whatever. So just keep that in mind. I always just make mine public. I don't care if anyone sees my website. And then you'll click done. Okay, moving right along. We're almost done. publishing your site. In order to update your pages and submit, you have to first publish your site, which actually means putting it out on the web. Okay, now remember, most people are not aware that you have a website, so nobody's going to go to this site anyway, but I'm going to show you how to publish anyway because it's really important to do that. In the top right corner, there's a purplish blue button called Publish, so you're going to click on that. Okay, the first time you publish your site, it's going to ask you what your web address is. Now, U46 already sets the beginning of our website. It has to be sites.google.com/u-46.org. The only thing you have control of is the last part. I'm just leaving mine, my name, -5. If you want to change yours to something school appropriate, you can. And then if you'd like, you can request public search engine not display your site, okay? Which means like if somebody went and Googled your name, it wouldn't show up on a Google search. So if you don't want that, you can check that or you can leave it unchecked. But the most important thing is to publish, okay? Now that it's published, you're ready to turn it in, okay, to submit for a grade. So it says on the toolbar in the top right corner, you're going to click the copy published links or site link button. You're going to copy that link and then paste it into Canvas. So back at your site, again, this little toolbar in the top right, find the button that says copy published link. Click on it. You click copy link. Okay, you'll go back to Canvas, and I don't have it on mine, but at the bottom, you're going to have a little box that says website URL. You'll just right click and paste it into that box, and then you'll go ahead and hit submit assignment to submit. Okay, hopefully this was okay and not too difficult for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, good luck with this.